Hello everyone, welcome you all in the new lecture of Akar IS. In our last lecture, we are discussing about the formation of Madhya Pradesh, and we have discussed the major part of the formation of Madhya Pradesh, that is before the our independence and after our independence. Before 1956, we have discussed that what are the important parts of Madhya Pradesh and what are its important elements in that parts of Madhya Pradesh. We have discussed the part A, part B, and part C state of the Madhya Pradesh, and we have also discussed what is the story behind it and how it has been formed. What are the areas behind which were covering under these parts. We have discussed all these things in elaborated form. We have discussed all these things. If we'll talk about the formation of Madhya Pradesh and the restructuring of Madhya Pradesh, we can identify certain regions of Madhya Pradesh. We can identify and see the certain regions of Madhya Pradesh in it. If we'll talk about the certain regions of Madhya Pradesh, as per the time scales, we can found the certain parts of Madhya Pradesh, and we can see the certain parts of Madhya Pradesh. We will see the parts of Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh parts, we can see many certain parts which can be specifically identified by us before 1956. Before the 1956, we can see. So, what are the parts of Madhya Pradesh which were there? So we can discuss about the parts of Madhya Pradesh which were there. So if we'll discuss the parts of Madhya Pradesh which are prevalently there, we can draw a map, that is the part A state, part B state, part C state, and one more part C state. So if we'll talk about these parts of in the MP part, if we'll talk about these parts in the part of MP, if we'll discuss these parts in the parts of MP, if we'll discuss these parts in the parts of MP, and if we'll elaborately discuss about these parts, then we can see the parts in the following form with their capital. We can see the parts in the following part. That is, if we'll discuss the first part, then first part is the Central Province and Berar. First part is CP and Berar. If we'll talk about the CP and Berar, the CP and Berar is having its capital in the part in Nagpur. Where it is its capital? It is in the Nagpur. What we are discussing? We are discussing about the condition before 1956. Before 1956, we are discussing the condition of Madhya Pradesh. We are discussing it. If we'll talk about part B, part B used to constitute the Madhya Bharat part or the Madhya Bharat part, or it can also be named as Malwa Union. It is also known as the part of Malwa Union. इसे क्या बोला जाता था? Malwa Union भी बोला जाता था. And it is having two capital. कितनी capital थी? It is having two capital. कौन सी थी? तो ग्वालियर as well as इंदौर. कौन सी थी सर? ग्वालियर और इंदौर जो थी वो क्या थी? इसकी दो कैपिटल आपको देखने को मिलती थी. कौन कौन सी? ग्वालियर और इंदौर क्या देखने को मिलती थी? आपको दो कैपिटल्स देखने को मिलती थी. If we'll talk more about it, if we'll talk about the third parts of the state, if we'll discuss about the third part of the state, अगर हम किसके बारे में डिस्कस करें? About the third part of the state, if we'll discuss about the third part of the state, if we'll discuss the third part of the state, it include Vindhya Pradesh. It include Vindhya Pradesh. It include the Vindhya Pradesh. And if we'll discuss about the Vindhya Pradesh, if we'll talk or discuss about the Vindhya Pradesh, if we'll talk or discuss about the Vindhya Pradesh is having its capital in रीवा. The Vindhya Pradesh capital is रीवा. Please do remember किस क्या capital थी इसकी? रीवा is its capital. क्या capital थी सर? रीवा is its capital. If we'll talk about the part C state, the part C state include the part of Bhopal state also. Bhopal state also. So Bhopal state include the parts of Raisen as well as the part of Raisen as well as the parts of Sihor was also included in Bhopal. Parts of Raisen as well as the part of Sihor is also located in Bhopal. So you can remember by it, the capital is Bhopal. The capital is Bhopal. As I have told you, it also includes the parts of Sihor as well as Raisen in it. The parts of Sihor and Raisen was included in it. So these are the division before 1956. We can see these are the three divisions and they are named as the Part A, Part B and Part C state. Part A, Part B and Part C states were named, were the name which was given in these state parts. क्या होना चाहिए आपको ये नाम जरूर याद रहना चाहिए. Hopefully, you can understand the name of these three parts. Hopefully, you can get the name of the three same parts. So, you have to know these three parts. You have to get the name of the three parts. If we'll talk about the CM of these parts, then we can remember the name. First one के कौन थे? तो पहले जो है आपको सीपी बरार में कौन दिखते थे? तो रविशंकर शुक्ल जी दिखते थे. कौन दिखते थे? रविशंकर शुक्ल जी was the head of it. Ravishankar Shukla ji was the head of it. If we'll talk about the second part, we can see that in the second part we can found Takhtamal Jain as the head of it. कौन थे? तख्तमल जैन. पहले लीलाधर जोशी थे, उसके बाद जो है आखिरी में हमने देखा था कौन बने थे? तख्तमल जैन. If we'll talk about the C state, and after 1950 we can see Shambhunath Shukla ji became the CM. कौन बने थे? Shambhunath Shukla ji. अवधेश प्रताप सिंह जी थे, as I have told you, and then Shambhunath Shukla ji became the CM. जो है it has been united by the two parts. कौन कौन सा था? बुंदेलखंड and the बघेलखंड. Before the uniting we can see that there is Kamta Prasad Saxena ji was the CM of the Bundelkhand part and Avdesh Pratap Singh ji was the head CM of the Baghelkhand part. After uniting these two parts, we can see that the new CM was Avdesh Pratap Singh ji. After Avdesh Pratap Singh ji, we can see that the CM was the आपके कौन थे? तो आपका कामता प्रसाद जी आपका कौन बने थे? उसके बाद जो है शंभुनाथ शुक्ला जी बने थे. कौन बने थे? दी शंभुनाथ शुक्ला जी was the CM of that part. Hopefully you are getting it. We have seen all these things in our last lecture. And if we'll talk about the in the part C state, if we'll talk about the CM कौन थे? In the part C state, we can see CM was the आपका शंकर दयाल शर्मा जी was the CM. Who was the CM? शंकर दयाल शर्मा जी was the CM. So hopefully we have discussed all these things in our last part. In our last lecture, we have all discussed all these things in our last lecture. If we'll talk about the formation of a state and the policy of formation of the state, we can identify the formation of policy state by certain points. What are the certain points? That there is a journey behind the states. This journey was been classified on the basis of linguistic stage, on the basis of the linguistic states formation. What is it? It is linguistic state formation. If we'll see the journey of linguistic state formation, the Congress from its very initial time in the year 1917, 1918, we can see in the Congress nations and the Congress sessions, it has been advocated the state should be formed on the basis of linguistic basis. In the session of the Congress, it has been discussed that the formation of the state should be on linguistic basis. But as our nation became independent and we have seen a huge violence in the formation of Pakistan and huge communal rights in India itself. So our policy makers, our leaders were very afraid of creating new state on the basis of language. If the state were created on the basis of language, then there is chances that people get more divided in themselves. So it was a very confusion state that whether the state should be created on the basis of linguistic basis or not. So it was discussed in the session of Congress. It has earlier been discussed, but as the independence has been achieved, then it has been rejected that the state should not be formed on the basis of linguistic basis. But the tension was created between the people that if the divide of the state, or if the federal state should be created, or if a new state should be created in the Union of India, then it should be on the basis of language itself. It should be on the basis of language itself. So it is the turmoil which has been created, or it is the future turmoil which can be evidently seen by the Congress party as well, and by the leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru as well. So what is the journey behind it? There are some commissions which have been formed in this journey. There are some committees and commissions which were formed in this journey. We can see the commissions like in the year 1948. In the year 1948, we can see commissions like Dhar Commission. Dhar Commission was formed, and Dhar Commission has been advocated that the states should be formed on the basis of geographical division. On the basis of geographical division, the state should be made, and not on the basis of linguistic basis the state should be made. But there was a huge agitation which has been created between the people that the state should be made on the basis of language. So in the same year, in the year 1948 itself, there is another committee which has been formed. In the year 1948 itself, there is another committee which has been formed, which is named as JVP Committee. Which is named as JVP Committee. What is the JVP stand for? So J stand for Jawaharlal Nehru, V stand for Vallabhbhai Patel, and P stand for Pattabhi Sitaramayya. P stand for Pattabhi Sitaramayya. So they are the most senior and the veteran leaders of Congress party, and the senior most lobby of the Congress party, which have asked and which have seen the reports that on which basis the state should be built. On which basis the state should be built. That is the main concern of these two states, and they have rejected the demand of creating state on the basis of language. They have rejected the demand for the state on the basis of language. So that is the problem which has been faced by our policymakers at that time. They are advocating that the state should be built, on the basis of the geographical division. The state should be built on the basis of geographical division. That is the main discussion which has been going on at that time. So hopefully you are understanding the same thing. After which we can see in the year, if you'll see in the year 1952, in the month of October, there is a movement which has been created. There is a movement which has been generated. So the movement in the year 1952, we can see there was a movement. There was a movement which is known as the Andhra movement. Andhra movement which has been taken its pace. And we can see that movement has been started around October 1952. The movement was initiated in October 1952. In the October 1952, the movement has been initiated. And the main character of which you should know name of the character is the Poti Shrimal Lagu. Please do remember, Poti Shrimal Lagu is the name of the person which is important here. So you have to remember the name of Poti Shrimalu. You should remember the name of the Poti Shrimalu. It is the main character. You have to remember the name of Poti Shrimalu. Let me correct spelling here itself. You have to remember the name of Poti Shrimal Lagu. He has done hunger strike. And as the result of hunger strike, after 58 days, he has died. As the hunger strike, he was a Gandhiite follower. And he has done hunger strike for the demand of Andhra Pradesh as on the basis of Telugu language. He has demanded the Andhra Pradesh. But we can see that in December 1952, he has died. and after his death there was series of riots which has occurred in the parts of Andhra Pradesh. In the parts of Andhra Pradesh there were series of the riots which were happening in the particular part. बहुत ही ज्यादा जो है riots क्या होने लग गए थे, start हो गए थे, and whole of the Andhra Pradesh which is including the part of modern day Telangana also, वो क्या हो गया था, बहुत ही heavy जो है दंगे और riots जो है वो क्या होने लग गए थे इस particular region में आपको देखने को मिलने लग गए थे. So this is the journey behind it. This is the journey behind it. And as a result of the riots, the Andhra Pradesh was declared as an independent state. In the same year, Andhra Pradesh was declared as an independent state because the center was also very amazed that after the Andhra movement, we can see that there was an heavy riots and heavy violence in the Andhra Pradesh part. If we'll see the demand of the linguistic state demand was first raised by the Maharashtrian people. The Maharashtrian people have first raised the demand of a state on the basis of language. On the basis of language, they have first demanded the state, but it has been seen that the demand was been catered in the part of Andhra Pradesh after the death of Potti Shrimal Lalu. So it is the story behind it. It is the whole story behind the journey of how the state have been built on the basis of language. How the states were built on the basis of language. It is all the movements which have been created, or it is the journey from where it has been started. It has all been done between the year 1947 to 1956. 1947 से 1956 के बीच में आपको ये चीज जो है वो क्या देखने को मिलती है, इस फ्लो में देखने को मिलती है. Hopefully you are understanding the journey of the state formation. Hopefully you are understanding the journey of state formation. So when we will move further on, then we can see that an independent state named Andhra Pradesh was been created in the year of 1952 in the month of December. It has been created as an independent state. Andhra Pradesh has been created. And in entire country there were violence incidents which were happening, which were advocating for the different state, for a separate state. So it is the story which of the entire India at the moment ये क्या थी, पूरे इंडिया की क्या थी, सेम स्टोरी आपको देखने को मिलती है. So under the pressure, government has formed Fazal Ali Commission. Under the pressure, government has formed Fazal Ali Commission. And Fazal Ali Commission has been formed in the year 1953. कब form हुआ? In the year 1953 it is formed. And after rigorous studies and analysis of 2 years, they have mentioned and they have submitted their report. So they have submitted their report in year 1955. In year 1955 they have submitted their report. In year 1955 they have submitted their report. So Fazal Ali Commission has submitted their report. Fazal Ali Commission is having three members with it. Fazal Ali Commission is having 3 members in this commission. So the 3 member is the first one is the Fazal Ali itself, Mr. Fazal Ali, Justice Fazal Ali itself, who was an eminent jurist, as well as the second member is Hridaynath Kunjruji. H.N. Kunjruji was the second member, and we can see the third member is K.M. Panikarji was the third member of the committee. So they have studied an analysis from where and from which parts the curtailing or the parts should be divided in a particular region, and they have mentioned and they have given their report also. And on this basis, this commission is also known as State Formation Commission. Please do remember, State Formation Commission is the name of the commission, and they have first literally decided and divided the state on the recommendation. So the other name of this commission, or so the other name of this commission is State Reorganization Commission. State Reorganization Commission. You have to remember the name, State Reorganization Commission. Afterward, the report was submitted by them, and then there is an act which has been formed on the same name, State Reorganization Act, that is 1956. State Reorganization Act 1956. In your examination, in your pre-examination, आपके pre-examination में बहुत बार पूछा गया है about the same context, about the State Reorganization Act and the sections of the State Reorganization Act. The State Reorganization Act as well as the sections of the State Reorganization Act. So in this lecture also we will discuss some of the important important sections of the same act. We will discuss about the same act, and this act later on been amended in the year 2000 also. In the year 2000 also, when the Chhattisgarh has been separated from the parts of MP, when the Chhattisgarh has been separated from the parts of MP, then there was also the state reorganization in the year 2000. In your pre-examination, the act can be asked, and the sections of the act can be asked in different context also. So in the syllabus of ours, when we will discuss about these topics, when we will discuss about the judiciary in MP, when we will discuss about the relevant topics, then we will quote about this act, and this act has been asked in your pre-examination in the last 2 attempts itself. तो आपको ये एक्ट जो है वो बहुत अच्छे से क्या होना चाहिए, पता होना चाहिए. इस एक्ट के सारे सेक्शंस के बारे में अच्छे से नॉलेज होना चाहिए, स्पेशली दी सेक्शंस व्हिच वर मेंशनिंग एंड कोटिंग अबाउट द मध्य प्रदेश पार्ट, अबाउट द एमपी पार्ट, द सेक्शंस व्हिच वर कोटिंग, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दोस सेक्शंस वेरी सीरियसली. Hopefully you can understand it. So this was the introduction of our topic. This was the introduction of our topic, and now we are starting our topic. This was the whole journey which we have seen, that from where and how the parts of the MP has been formed. This is the journey before 1956. This is the journey before 1956. We have discussed the same thing in our earlier lecture also. We have seen that how apart ABC states were there and what are the capital of it, and we have also discussed the कौन-कौन वहां पर CM था, ये भी हमने क्या कर लिया है, discuss कर लिया है. Then we will see that on the linguistic basis demand, how and which of the commissions have been formed, and what is the Andhra movement which has been conducted in this case. You can there is 3 marker probability which can be asked on these topics, on the Dhar commission and on the JBP commission. The 3 marker can be asked, that you have to mention about it has been made on the basis of the reorganization of the state in the year 1948 under the Justice Dhar. You have to mention about it, and they have recommended it on the geographical division of the Madhya Pradesh. Same if you of the India also. Same we can see, we can have the 3 marker on the basis of JVP committee itself. So you have to mention the name of the leader, that is the Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel and Pattabi Sitaramaiah. A committee has been formed for the reorganization of the Indian states. So this is the 3 marker which can be asked. Same on the basis of Andhra movement, 3 marker can be asked. The same topic you will read in the polity part also. In the polity of Indian polity, you will read the same topic as well. If we'll move further on, then we can see that finally in the year after the Andhra movement, we can see in the year 1953 a committee or the commission has been formed, which is named as Fazal Ali Commission, which can be also said as the State Reorganization Commission, formed in the year 1953, given its report after 2 years in the year 1955, and finally it has been formed as an act in the year 1957. It has been known as the State Reorganization Act. What its name? क्या नाम है उसका? State Reorganization Act जो है इसका नाम है. Hopefully you are understanding all these facts. आपको ये सब चीजें समझ में आ रही होगी। If we'll move further on, read the details about the State Reorganization Act or the state or the formation of MP from 1956 to the present state. From 1956 to present state तक अगर हम डिस्कस करें, अगर हम इसके बारे में देखें, तो you can see that the government of India has been formed a commission, has been forming a commission, and which is known as the State Reorganization Commission. It has been named as the State Reorganization Commission in the 1953. After 2 years, they have submitted their report. Next, what we can see, it has been chaired by Fazal Ali, Justice Fazal Ali, Sayyid Fazal Ali, and other 2 members are K.M. Panikar as well as Pandit Hridaynath Kunjru. So these are the 2 members of this committee. Next point, we can see that as per their recommendation, what has been formed, the state has been formed on the basis of language background, on the basis of linguistic background, the states were formed. So on the recommendation of these reports, the states has been formed. If we will see that on the recommendation of the same report, on the recommendation of same committee, we can see that on the 1st of November 1956, MP was formed. On the 1st of November 1956, MP का क्या करा गया, फॉर्मेशन किया गया। MP के साथ साथ दूसरे स्टेट्स भी फॉर्म हुए थे, बट MP was formed on the 1st November 1956. MP का कब फॉर्म हुआ, 1956 में क्या फॉर्म हुआ, MP को फॉर्म किया गया। If we'll move further on, then we can see that at the time of the formation of MP is having 43 districts in itself. कितनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट थी, 48 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स थी, और कितने डिविजन्स थे, so there are 8 divisions. कितने डिवीजन थे in MP? There are 8 divisions. कितने डिविजन्स थे? तो देयर आर 8 डिविजन्स इन एमपी पार्ट। कितने डिविजन्स थे सर? एमपी में 8 डिविजन्स के पार्ट थे। ये कौन कौन से पार्ट थे, तो इसके बारे में हम क्या करते हैं और डिस्कस करते हैं। अगर हम बात करें तो सबसे पहले जो है हमने किससे पार्ट लिया, तो सबसे पहले हमने जो है आपका जो है महाराष्ट्र वाला पार्ट लिया। किसमें, कौन सा पार्ट लिया, तो महाराष्ट्र। सो व्हाट इज इट वी हैव टेकन फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र, सो वी हैव टेकन फ्रॉम, वी कैन एक्सप्लेन इट इन इटसेल्फ इन दिस वे, that we have taken from the CP Brar message, CP and Brar wala part tha. So we have reduced the part of Vidarbh, plus we have reduced the part of the Nagpur part. Nagpur, that is the Barar part, has been reduced from it, and the Nagpur, that is the Barar part, has been reduced from it. In this reduction, we can see that there are total 8 districts which have been aparted. There are 8 districts which has been removed from it. कौन सी 8 districts थी, तो there is Bundlana, Amravati, Wardha, Bhandara, Nagpur, Chanda. Apart from it, we are having Akola as well as Yavatmal. तो अकोला और यवतमाल को भी क्या करा गया, रिड्यूस किया गया, एंड दीज आर द 8 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स व्हिच वर मराठी स्पीकिंग मराठी एंड मराठी लैंग्वेज, सो दे हैव बीन सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम द मेन हिंदी स्पीकिंग पार्ट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश एंड द पार्ट ऑफ सीपी वाला पार्ट कौन सा इंक्लूड करता था, तो सेंट्रल प्रोविंस वाला पार्ट इंक्लूड करता था द पार्ट्स ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़ एज वेल एज द पार्ट ऑफ महाकौशल। द मेजर पार्ट्स आर द पार्ट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़ and the parts of Mahakoshal is included in it. In our last lecture, we have understood that what are the parts which were forming the parts of the सेंट्रल प्रोविंस। सेंट्रल प्रोविंस कौन कौन से पार्ट्स को मिलके बना है, ये हमने देखा था कौन कौन सा पार्ट है, तो वापस बता दूं मैं आपको, महाकौशल वाला पार्ट एज वेल एज द पार्ट्स ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़ वाज इंक्लूडेड इन इट। If we'll move further on, then we can see that Bhanpura of Mandsaur became the part of MP. Bhanpura जो मंदसौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में आता है वो किसका पार्ट बन गया, MP का पार्ट बन गया। अर्लियर इट इज पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान। भानपुरा किसका पार्ट था, अर्लियर इट वाज पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान का पार्ट था भानपुरा। एंड नेक्स्ट वी कैन सी दैट सिरोंज तहसील ऑफ कोटा डिस्ट्रिक्ट बिकेम द पार्ट ऑफ विदिशा डिस्ट्रिक्ट। का सिरोंज किसका पार्ट बन गया, जो कि है बन गया आपका विदिशा डिस्ट्रिक्ट का पार्ट। अर्लियर द सिरोंज वाज अंडर द टोंक नवाब। किसके अंडर में था, तो प्लीज डू रिमेंबर सिरोंज वाज अंडर द टोंक नवाब। कहां पर था, तो सिरोंज जो था वो किसके अंडर में था, टोंक के नवाब के अंडर में था। ये टोंक जो है वो सेम सीट है जहां से सचिन पायलट जो है अपने इलेक्शन compete करते हैं इन द पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान। और वहां पर कौन था, तो प्लीज डू रिमेंबर ये जो था किसके अंडर में था, सिरोंज वाला पार्ट टोंक नवाब के अंडर में था। क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड इन योर अर्लियर एग्जाम फ्रॉम द टोंक पार्ट आल्सो, फ्रॉम द सिरोंज पार्ट आल्सो, सॉरी, इन योर एग्जामिनेशन द दरी आर्ट, द दरी मेकिंग आर्ट, दरी मेकिंग जो है वो कहाँ की फेमस है, पूछा गया था कि कहाँ पर जो है इसे क्या बताया गया, यहाँ पर कहाँ पर ये जो है बहुत फेमस है, ये पूछा गया था कहाँ के हैंडीक्राफ्ट के फॉर्म में फेमस है। तो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट सिरोंज इज द आंसर। ये अगर आपने लास्ट अटेम्प्ट दिए होंगे तो होपफुली यू आर गेटिंग दी सेम थिंग, यू आर गेटिंग दी सेम क्वेश्चन। जरूर अपने प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स देखिएगा, बिकॉज इन फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स फ्रॉम द प्री एग्जामिनेशन देयर आर मेनी क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वर प्रोबेबली आस्क्ड इन योर एग्जामिनेशन, देयर आर मेनी क्वेश्चंस व्हिच कैन बी फ्रेम्ड एंड व्हिच कैन बी आस्क्ड इन योर एग्जामिनेशन। If we'll move further on, then what we can see that from the part of Bhopal became the capital. Bhopal became the capital. What is the story of Bhopal to be declared as the capital? As we will discuss, what is the story behind it. So let me explain you the part of the story of Bhopal, how the Bhopal has been became the capital. There are four big cities in Madhya Pradesh part. There are four big cities which were in the Madhya Pradesh part, which were claiming as the status of capital, which were claiming the status of capital. Let's discuss it one by one. The first one was the Gwalior part. The second was the Indore. The third one was the Jabalpur. Please do remember, third one was the Jabalpur. And what we can see, the fourth one was the भोपाल। फोर्थ कौन सी थी, भोपाल थी। So the story goes like this. Story किस तरीके से चलती है आगे, when there is claim of Bhopal, it has been rejected on the basis of that the gun, because of which Mahatma Gandhi was killed. Was from Gwalior. तो क्यों रिजेक्ट कर दिया गया? It was the only reason which we can found in our history books or in our archives is that the claim was rejected on the basis that the जो गन आई थी महात्मा गांधी का, जिससे असोसिनेशन हुआ था, जो नाथूराम गोडसे ने किया था, वो किसके कारण से हुआ था? वो गन जो है कहां से आई थी? ग्वालियर से आई थी। इसके कारण से ग्वालियर का क्लेम रिजेक्ट कर दिया गया। I believe that it is a reason which is more politically intended rather than giving an excuse, because it is just an excuse which we can found here. Next अगर हम देखें इंदौर का क्लेम देखें, तो इंदौर का क्लेम is the it is located is the location वाला part, is the location as well as less political willpower, less political willpower. So how we can tell that the location of Indore was in the western part of MP, was in Malwa plateau. And if we'll see the location of MP, it has been mentioned that it is too far from the eastern part and the Chhattisgarh part of MP, and how it can be the capital, as well as there was also less political willpower or less political willingness that Indore should become the capital, So in this way, the claim of Indore has been rejected. If we'll see among the most strongest claim, so we can see that Fazal Ali Commission or the State Reorganization Commission has recommended Jabalpur as its capital, as the capital of Madhya Pradesh, that Jabalpur should be the capital of Madhya Pradesh. So why it has been advocated that Jabalpur should be the capital of Madhya Pradesh? So the advocacy of Jabalpur has been done on the basis of its location, because the Britishers have developed a huge infrastructure in Jabalpur itself. जबलपुर में बहुत बड़ा infrastructure Britishers ने अपने time पे क्या कर रखा था, create कर रखा था. What type of infrastructure does Jabalpur have? So Jabalpur is the railway headquarters of Western Railway headquarters. If you don't know, then you should know it is the it is the railway headquarters, as well as the location of the Jabalpur is equidistant from the part of the Prayagraj, as well as Prayagraj, that is the Allahabad, and as well as the Kolkata was equidistant from it. So it is a very strategic location which Jabalpur is having, as well as we can see that Jabalpur is also systematically developed by the Britishers in the form that it can be a large machinery or large administrative system in itself. So it has been recommended by the Fazal Ali Commission as well. किसने recommendation दी थी? तो इसकी Fazal Ali Commission ने भी recommendation दी थी. In your pre-examination, it can be asked which is the capital which can be declared which is declared by Fazal Ali Commission. ऐसे कौन सी जो है capital जो है Fazal Ali Commission ने declare करी थी in their report. So if to remember about Jabalpur, कौन सी remember करना है? If to remember about Jabalpur. Last, what is the claim of? Last is the claim of Bhopal. So the story of Bhopal goes in this way. जो story है भोपाल की वो इस तरीके से जाती है that Nawab Hamidullah want to merge with Pakistan. कौन थे? तो Hamidullah was to merge in Pakistan. कहाँ पर जाना चाहते थे? Want to merge in the Pakistan. So he was willing to become the part of the Pakistan, but Nehruji has convinced him. Nehruji has convinced Nawab Hamidullah that why don't Bhopal will become the part of India, and as a result, and with the combined effort of Shankar Dayal Sharma also, with the combined effort of Shankar Dayal Sharma ji also. Shankar Dayal Sharma ji was also the president of India. If we'll talk about him, he was the CM, or somewhere it has been written also कि PM of the state of Bhopal. PM भी बोला जाता है, कहीं पर भी CM भी बोला जाता है, but it has been a post which was been awarded by him to him by the Bhopal state. It is the post which is awarded to him by भोपाल स्टेट. किसने अवार्ड की थी? भोपाल स्टेट ने पोस्ट अवार्ड की थी. अगर हम बात करें इसके बारे में और बात करें, शंकर दयाल शर्मा जी और नवाब हमीदुल्लाह के कंबाइंड एफर्ट्स के कारण से जो है भोपाल विद द कंसेंट ऑफ नेहरू इट हैज बीन डिक्लेयर्ड एज द कैपिटल ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश. इट हैज बीन डिक्लेयर्ड एज द कैपिटल ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश, एंड it has joined the Union of Madhya Pradesh on the 1st June 1949. It has joined the Union of Madhya Pradesh on the 1st June. On the 1st June 1949, it has joined the Union of Madhya Pradesh. So, इसके साथ जो है सीहोर वाला पार्ट भी एसोसिएटेड था. कौन सा पार्ट था? सीहोर वाला पार्ट भी क्या था? इसके साथ एसोसिएटेड था. ये डेट जरूर याद रखिएगा. इट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन योर प्री एग्जामिनेशन. इट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन योर प्री एग्जामिनेशन. तो दिस इज द जर्नी फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कैपिटल इन मध्य प्रदेश. किस तरीके से कैपिटल का बाइफर्केशन हुआ. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर टू इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स. दैट इज द फजल अली कमीशन वाला पॉइंट. फजल अली कमीशन वाला पॉइंट जरूर याद रखिएगा. दैट एज पर देयर रिकमेंडेशन जबलपुर शुड बी द कैपिटल. एंड बाकी तो आपको भोपाल वाली स्टोरी पता ही है. भोपाल वाली स्टोरी यू कैन मेंशन इट इन योर एग्जामिनेशन. द मेंस पार्ट के लिए इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं देखने को मिलता है. मेंस वाले पार्ट में आपको इसका इंपॉर्टेंस इतना देखने को नहीं मिलता है. So what we can see that Bhopal has declared as the capital of MP. Bhopal is declared as the capital of MP. भोपाल क्या बना सर? कैपिटल बना MP का. भोपाल इज डिक्लेयर्ड एज द कैपिटल ऑफ एमपी. अर्लियर क्या था? तो सीहोर इसकी तहसील था. हमको क्या बोलते हैं? सीहोर जो है लेटर ऑन क्या बना? एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट बना. लेटर इन द ईयर 1972 सीहोर इज आइडेंटिफाइड एज अ सेपरेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट. सीहोर क्या बना? 1972. प्लीज रिमेंबर द ईयर. कौन सा ईयर? 1972 ईयर जरूर याद रखिएगा. कौन सा ईयर? 1972 ईयर जरूर याद रखिएगा. इट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन योर प्री एग्जामिनेशन वाला पार्ट दैट व्हेन द भोपाल हैज बीन फ्रॉम द सीहोर हैज बीन डीएटाइज्ड फ्रॉम द भोपाल डिस्ट्रिक्ट. ये जो है आपको जरूर पता होना चाहिए. Next, what we can see that later on क्या हुआ? In the same year we can see दुर्ग is carved out of राजनांदगांव. क्या हो गया था? दुर्ग जो है वो क्या बना था? छत्तीसगढ़ में एक अलग से सेपरेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट के फॉर्म में बना था. आपको छत्तीसगढ़ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स अगर इतने याद भी नहीं रहते तो इट्स ओके फॉर यू बिकॉज वी आर गिविंग द एग्जाम विच इज एमपीपीएससी। तो छत्तीसगढ़ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स इतने याद भी नहीं रहते हो अगर स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, तो इट्स ओके बिकॉज it is very less probability that it has been asked in your examination। जो है इतना पूछने की probability नहीं बनती। You have to remember the part of MP actually। Next, what we can see that on the day of state reorganization, that is the 1st of November 1956, what is the condition of MP? We can see that the population of the MP as per 1951 census, is, we can see that is around 2,60,95,680. It is the 260,95680. So you have to remember the figure 2,60,95,680. This is the figure which you have to remember। ये figure आपको जरूर याद रखना। It is as per the census of 1951। Please remember किसके census के हिसाब से? As per the census of 1951 it was the population and the area was 4,42,891 square kilometer। कितना एरिया था? 4,42,891 square kilometer is the area of the combined area of MP as well as छत्तीसगढ़। तो ये जो है क्या हुआ? It is the largest state of India। क्या बना? MP was the, as we can see, it was the MP has emerged as the largest state of India। क्या बना सर? Largest state बना MP किसका? इंडिया का। If we'll move further on in the journey of state reorganization, then we can see in the next point that on the